As you can see, I draw a lot. I'm diagnosed with chronic procrastinator syndrome, but we still managed to draw up a good number of drawings over this year. So here's me reviewing them, and we're gonna look even further back at the end to compare back to last year. Welcome back, and if you're new, we're Louis and Toby with Draw and Make videos here. You expect me to draw up a New Year celebration drawing in January, but we end up continuing our Christmas art raffle. Benji, Camel, Siren, and someone who decided to laugh at Tails plushie, which of course we still drew. I also saw base Minecraft during that period, but ended up drawing Gura in her MV costume for an obvious reason. I don't know why. A while after that, I was starting to take on more work for my uni, so I drew it in front of the computer, being fed up with work, reflecting our mental state, but that got worse really quickly. You know how the mage is often the strongest melee fighter? We created a version of Raren that's gonna beat the crap out of you.
Hey, you're finally awake.
During this period, we did mostly pencil drawing, which I have to say, these two are the absolute MVP back then. I would have loved to keep going after those few. We stopped for a while after that to focus on our uni work. I suppose it's kinda art, so we can take 15 seconds to look at it. We got our Photoshop perspective, our AutoCAD drawings, along with the crazy models. But if you want to see them all, you will have to leave a message down there in the comment section and I'll make a separate video talking about them. But after putting the pen down for a few months, we have no choice but go through rehab. We drew it in a clothing store preparing for a character redesign, which we still haven't done at the moment. But we figured pencil drawing is too plain and colors is one of my weakest suits, so we gotta learn it too. That led us to a 30 days challenge, but we haven't touched this drawing tablet for ages. Even though we did a bunch of studies, today's main character is actually them. The meme we did for the Olympics, god I still hate that one. And the pretty anime girls. We derived this one from a reference and also drew our first entry to our Konosuba set, with Aqua being drunk, Batgirl and Megumin the problem kid trying to blow things up again. Which looks pretty good to be honest. At the middle of the period, we took a slight detour to a small art raffle because we definitely did not run out of ideas. But look, here's a few cute profile pictures for those who commented back then. And if you subscribe to our channel, you might get one too. But one thing though, remember to tell me down in the comments so I know, right? But for the actual detour, we tried to draw Cyberpunk for a few days to study the bold use of colors. So here's Becca with her guns. I do have no idea how to draw that background. It was supposed to be an art collab with a close friend, but she got deadlines and can't make it. I hope everything's under her control now. No, it is not. We ended up finishing the Konosuba set a bit later after the 30 days challenge with Darkness Chain, but I messed up the perspective, so I'ma give this one at best a 4 out of 10. Knowing that we don't want to mess this up again, we did a quick study of Katsuma and moved on to actually drawing him stealing a certain clothing item from Chris as usual, which is not bad to be honest. But I still have no idea how to draw magic effects, especially with colors. That's around October and November when we're starting to get a hang of our new style on digital drawing. We also have a swimsuit art raffle around that period, and here's our 3 winners. With our first being a furry one.
No, I'm not afraid!
The chibi-like reference art is just really cute, so I figured I'd draw it. Only to find out it's a fanboy character.
Surprise, motherfucker!
Our second one is this scientist emerging from a test chamber. The lighting is fun to play with, but our layers is all around the place. The background did turn out nicer than usual, so I'm satisfied with it. We picked this Norwegian ghost as our last winner. She got a really interesting character shades, but the color palette of the character is not the most harmonious, and it's kind of hard to find a setting for her. So we did end up with a drawing slightly lower than my standards, but we did a funny little twist, so everything's alright. That led us to our final phase of the year. Nowadays, we're focusing on making things into anime waifus. This is hugely inspired by Ramona on Instagram. Huge thanks to Sam for introducing her, but what could we draw that no one have done before? Recalling my uni days, I ended up picking this concrete box as our first victim. That started our Le Corbusier collection, now with Unity Dehabitation, Villa Savoie and Notre Dame du Roi, and a few more. But don't call the FBI just yet, that's the reason I made it a lolly, a really good reason. The collection is not finished yet, but shouldn't take too long. We just have one more to go. Yay! But just remember, our commissions are open, so if you want something drawn, drop me a DM. And to reduce our horrendous screen time, we also did some on our everyday items. Starting with the pair of Wetherspoons manual I saw when I was bored waiting for my meal, which took forever. It ended up being quite a cute drawing, but it's also my first time using ink in many years. So it's quite unnerving when I started to ink it. We kept on and did some more, turning our microphone into a cyborg. Hopefully she won't blow my mouth open because of my incoherent speech. And for our last drawing for the year, it's already released as you saw this video, so click the link in the description to see what we ended our year with. Is it another building turned waifu? Is it another object turned waifu? Hold up, why is it always waifu?
Hey, there's an arsehole right here. Let me
He
fist
stuffs
it.
his hand. He stuffs his hand in
He's
there.
just like, one punch!
Thank you for staying with us for the whole video. Here's the comparison of our drawing from last year and this year. And if you're interested in how I came up with all these ideas, click on this video.